we had quite a few repetition in there. There's some bright spots. I certainly thought our tight ends played well. That's a significant improvement as far as our depth and number of players. Thought we protected the quarterback fairly well today. There were some good runs. Balls on the ground a little bit too much for what we'd like. I thought Chavez Palnow showed some great things in the first half, and it's good that he sat down in the second half. He got ejected, and I held up on that. He's got to learn how to play, making sure he doesn't use his helmet as lead weapon. I thought our defensive line did a fairly good job establishing the line of scrimmage, and from what I understand, I don't think there was any major injuries. I was holding my breath up there. Nico Evans has got some shoulder injury, but I don't think it's too serious. So, questions at this time?
Craig, what did you see from Cam and Josh? Looked like Josh had some really good numbers. I know he's going against the backups,
right.
But what did you think of your top two guys today?
Well, I thought for the most part, Cam really had good control of the offense. I know we put him in a blue jersey and held back some of the play calls for him. He certainly has good poise and is able to get into his checkdowns and go through his read progression. Josh shown what he's shown all along. He's got a real strong arm. He's got good mobility. A little bit of a gunslinger. We're going to need to school that out of him a little bit, but we're making progress at that quarterback's position. I think those two guys, are doing a good job, but Cam certainly came out of spring number one.
You mentioned, are you happy with what you're seeing with the progression of that group?
Yeah, we are, Scotty. That's a part of our offense is used extensively in last year, just the transition of the program. We did not have a lot of tight ends in the program, and we've got three guys there. I think Hollister's really shown great improvement, had an excellent play there. And Tyree Mayfield today, he was a heavily recruited guy out of high school, and I thought that Tyree did some great things as well.
Coach Josh Tapscott had a really good spring this year. What have you really liked about the way he's run the ball this
Well,
week?
he runs the ball well. He's got a low center of gravity, breaks a lot of tackles. Now, what I did not like today was putting the ball on the ground twice. And in our style of offense, we've got to control the football, and turnovers come into big play. So he's going to have to clean that part of his game up. What we have, Sean Wick was not able to play today, but we've got a different type of runner between Sean, and then you go into Brian Hill, who's shown he can play in this league. And then that third running back, kind of a different style of runner between Nico. I thought Nico showed some promise today, and then Josh is kind of a steady plugger. We look more confident. We look more like a program. There's more of a stamp of how we want to be. We're certainly not there yet. I think our quarterback play is making progress. So it's just another step forward.
Well, kind of now moving ahead, you'll go recruiting, and you and your staff. What are some of the big keys for this team going into the summer before you get into fall camp?
Well, we had a great offseason, Robert, as far as our strength and conditioning. We put up great numbers in the weight room. Our lean muscle mass changed. What we'll need to do is, over the course of this summer, come back in great condition. As we get into double repping and things of that nature, to really be able to push the envelope as far as our conditioning. So that'll be the next phase. Well, you know what? Stay with us. Last year was not where we want to be, but it's a style of football that we're convinced is going to lead us to the promised land. And when that promised land is going to be there, we certainly can't quite see it yet, but we're making progress. And so hang in there with us. I think they're going to like the product that they see on the field this next fall.